up guys, Sass Girl here, and today I am back with a story time. I just got done fighting with the lighting. I'm using my window, the natural lighting. It's daylight outside, but I had to mess with the blinds to get the shot right, to get the lighting right, because it looked terrible. And you couldn't see my face. So, yeah, this story time. This story time was pretty much inspired by Glitter Forever 17 or Breland Up Dave, her sick life hacks. And she asked the question, like, leave it in the comments if you were sick. And it then reminded me of a time I was sick. I don't know if you can consider it being sick, but I was sick. So here's the story. Fun fact about me, I was born with a high body temperature. I inherited this from my dad, who's a very hot-bodied man himself. Like, the heat doesn't bother him that much, but whenever you would, like, just like him, whenever, like, I don't feel well, I feel hot if my body temperature rises a bit. If you feel my forehead and realize how shocking, find it shocking how hot I was, people would usually ask, "Are you okay? Are you sick?" And I would go, "No, I don't feel sick." Well, in this story time, it's kind of gonna, like, probably, like, either worry you guys, intrigue you, or probably piss you off, because this memory, it's a bit vivid because I hardly remembered what happened, but I do know what happened, and it slightly pissed off my parents and me. So, just out of nowhere, my body temperature, like, raised to the point where I'm too hot. My head was, I realized I had a fever. My forehead was too hot to the touch. And my parents were worried about me. They would literally put a cold, wet cloth on my forehead to keep my body temperature down. They would give me medicine to hopefully get rid of my fever. None of that worked. And I just remember, like, being home from school. I was about 8 or 9 years old. This was like, I could hardly remember what was going on. I just knew that I was sick and I did not know what to do. All I remember was lying in bed as my dad was mostly at work, but my mom at the time worked from home. So my mom would come into my room and check on me, see if I'm okay, check my temperature. My temperature was through the roof, high, so, like 100 and something. But I just knew, like, shit, I'm sick. So my parents did not know what to do. So they then decided to take me to the hospital to hopefully find some doctors and they could help me. No one helped me. No fucking nurse, no fucking doctors just even attended to me. My dad had me in his arms as my head is on his shoulder. I have a wet rag on my head and my mom is out trying to find someone. And my dad, I was passing out over and over again from the lack of the heat and how exhausted I was. I could hear my dad say, "Come on, people, I got a sick daughter here." And I remembered vividly saying, "Yes, can someone please help me?" And sure enough, no one helped me. And again, no fucking doctors, no fucking nurses, no one helped me at all. I was pissed. So my parents took me home with the rag still on my forehead. They take me home and they took care of me. And after a while, I got better. My body temperature started going down. My fever was going down. It was good, and it was a good thing that my nana, who lives next door, like, had nursing experience and she helped me. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be at today. Like, my husband was even concerned. Like, my parents told him about this, but like my husband and I were lying on the couch, I think it was 2 days ago, and he felt my forehead. Like, I wasn't feeling sick, I just know that I could feel my body temperature rising, not just because I'm in a sweater, it just happens. But he had his hand on my forehead and he asked, "You're burning up, are you sick?" And I go, "No, I'm not sick at all." Even my teacher, like, I didn't feel good one day. She felt my forehead and she's like, "Yeah, you better get to a nurse." Sometimes my body temperature, my forehead can tell you, like, it can make you question and shocked and scared for me. Like, will make you think if I'm sick or not. It's actually pretty funny in my opinion, but yet at the same time, they're worried and this is not a joke. But whenever I would go to the nurse and have her, like, take my temperature, she would say, "Your body temperature is fine." And I'm like, yeah, because people thought that I was sick because they touched my forehead, and I had to tell her that I was born with this. So yeah, that's the story. So yeah, that's the story. That's a fact about me. I have a high body temperature to the point where people would think I was sick. But hey, in like health, medical like things, like if someone's cold, like it's always good to have it. Like you can just share a blanket with them and help them warm up. That's always good. I remember doing it to my husband at one point when I was young, when we spent our first Christmas together. But yeah, there's my story time, and the moral of the story is don't give up when it comes to either your, like, you have a high body temperature and it's a very high fever like me, and like try and get the doctor's attention, because when I was a kid the doctors didn't pay any shit to me. I was stuck in the lobby with a lot of people waiting, and I was one of them. I was just lying there sick with a fever in my father's arms. Yeah. Sorry guys, but yeah, that's my story. If you guys want some more story times or some more other videos, let me know in the comments below, and please like, comment, subscribe for more videos. It really helps me out a lot, and until next time, I'm out.